Hello, hello, hello. It's time for Sunday school. It's cool. It's Sunday school. Hey, here we are. Sporting the merch. That's right. Got my coffee. You ready? Everybody ready for Sunday school today? It's all about the ABC 1, 2, 3. That's right. Mm. ABC 1, 2, 3, get going with Wendy. Yay! Yes, we're looking at the WISE School Building ABC School Building Quickstart Catalyst Challenge, whatever you want to call it. It's cutting through the crap that slows people down, that holds people back from getting started. Just start, and you figure it out as you go. Um, Myself included, so many of us get hung up on worrying about niche and who I'm going to talk to and what I'm going to do and my about page and refining words and tweaking and making changes and never really getting anywhere. I see community builders all over the place get so excited and then stall. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you a secret. But first, I'm going to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Wendy of Wiseman Integrative, based in beautiful Folsom, California. Here, you want to come up, Max? You want to try to say hi? Come on, try to say hi. Get up here. Up. There he is. Oh, you can't see him. Oh well, he tried. He tried. Want to try again? Come on, up. Mr. Maximilian, upward dog. Oh, kisses. Thank you. That's right. My co pilot. Together, we created a site called Road Life with Dogs. It's a very exciting community. And it's going to be a North American tour next year. That's right. We are building a business around that. It's not just an online community. And that's the thing about school. It's not just a platform for online communities. It's not a place to store your courses. It's not a place to funnel your people. It is all of those things, but it's so much more. It's a culture, a microcosm. It's a schooliverse. Yes, a schooliverse. It is. There's so many different ways to use the platform, and it's all about human connection and culture and connection. Two things that we've really kind of lost touch with in the modern world, with all of these social medias and devices designed for connectivity. We've kind of splintered, fractioned, and even gotten disconnected from ourselves. So it's time to come together, not just online to be fed ads and throttled and censored, but to come together to have actual conversations, to learn and grow as one people, excited about a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. There are many paths. We're all on the same journey. You live and you die. It's what you do in the middle. That's the meat of the sandwich, isn't it? Yeah. So just like I've simplified my pain relief programs for people that cut through the crap of cookie cutter protocols and trying to fix it, make it go away. In the same way that I've helped people break through the overwhelm and beat burnout with simple lifestyle shifts, tuning in to mind, move, meal, mind, with attention, activation, and adaptation to be happier, healthier humans. Yay! That's the M3 plus A3 equals H3 formula, the WISE life formula. And now I've boiled that down into even simpler steps with the EASE framework, EASE, or activate, scale, and joy. And the wonderful thing about this framework is it can be applied to your physical body pain. It can be applied to your business energy drain. It can be applied to your relationship strain, your overwhelm with household or environmental pains. Or It can be used to grow your school and increase income. Earn with ease. Yes, one framework can be applied because it's about the way you do things, the choices you make. That's what drives my why. That's what was behind the Wise Choices program. That's what was behind all of my neuromuscular myofascial pain relief specialist applications with clients, hands-on or online, coaching them through the simple steps. That's right. I helped people get rid of pain without even touching them online, because it's the way you think about these things. That's where it all starts. It starts here. So when you have this formula and frameworks that I put out, they simplify, they cut through all the crap. We don't need more crap. There's so much crap out there. We're in an age of information overload already. And now we've got AI in the mix, throwing us flat out fake shit, right? It's just, some of it is appalling. I've seen some of these punk rock history videos that are this horrible announcer voice, worse than what we had to listen to in the 70s and 80s in school on those horrible movies and videos. And I'm just like, oh, this is utter crap. And then there's those other horrible big animal fake. Oh. And then there's the realism, the AI realism. That's so realistic you don't know it's fake unless you really know the clues to look for. So it's a big, hairy, scary world out there that's getting weirder and weirder every minute. I always say that the circus just keeps getting stranger and the clowns get more frightening year after year after year. And I'm getting close to 6 decades here in a few years. Still in that 50 plus, 55 plus bracket. But that's why it's so important to simplify. I don't have the energy, and the brain's not as sharp as in my 20s, because there's, decades of detritus floating around in there that I have to sort through or sift through, or baggage I have to drop, put down, let go of. Right. And so it's different for those of us over 40 than it is for these 20-year-olds that can grind out, 18, 20-hour days and not be put out for days. We don't recover in the same way physically. We have different needs over 40 that are just biological. Doesn't mean you're falling apart. It doesn't mean any of those things that you tell stories about, like, oh, I'm so old. Oh, I can feel it in my bones. Oh, it's all downhill. Whatever. Drop the dumb shit. Just live. Age is just a number, right? And as we go through life, there are shifts, changes, and adaptations that we must, it's the same as driving down the road, walking down the road, riding a bicycle, swimming. You have to make shifts, changes, adaptations. Yeah. So when you have these simple practices to help you roll through with less effort, it feels almost effortless, right? Healthy doesn't have to be complicated. It can feel almost effortless. It's just about programming yourself, make certain choices that you then don't have to think about anymore, because it's just who you are. It's how you live. It's the way things go. Yeah. Hope that wasn't a piece of glass I just stepped on. Anyhow, so I've made a super, super simple start for school, because I've seen over the past year plus that I've been so deeply immersed, active in building hundreds of communities, working with hundreds of top creators on the platform, including school games winners. And I visited school headquarters and hung out with Goose and Kirby and Sam and enjoyed that experience, and look forward to winning the games and doing it again in 2026 goals. But I've seen a lot of the same mistakes. And most of these folks that are amazing at helping people, put together these great communities and programs and onboarding sequences and everything, that's a little too much for some people. It actually stops some people. All of the fabulous frameworks and templates and tactics that they give you, they're great for a few people, and they stop a whole bunch of other people because they're like, oh, I can't handle this. Then they start to go look at other places, and then they look too many places, and then they're more overwhelmed, and then they're more stagnant, and then they still don't start, right? So I've seen these patterns over and over and over again. So I'm like, cut the crap, just like I was with physical body pain. Cut the crap. This is where it's at. Let's see what it's really about. And then just start. Take a breath, push pause, take a breath, and then start. Start slow. Start with curious, investigative awareness, right? Directing your attention for progress. Revealing the root, seeking the solution so that you can finally have, seeking the source so that you can finally have a solution. Yeah. And with school building, it's as easy as ABC 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Cut the crap. Don't get hung up on all the other things that you should have that you hear other people talking about, because they're miles down the road from you. They're on the other side of the mountain from you, right? Their concerns are things that should not concern you for months, and yet you get so caught up in them. So with the WISE School Building, ABC, simple school building, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Silly me. Yeah. You just align what you're doing, you build it, and then you cultivate it. It's as easy as set up the basics and invite people. See what they want while you're designing some classroom or challenge or quiz or whatever it is that you want to make for the people. You can get some input. But meanwhile, you're building engagement, you're ranking in the discovery, you're starting to cultivate your garden. Just like in a garden, you have to clear out all of the crap. You might have to lay fresh new, drainage system underneath before you lay the soil that has the right nutrients, that doesn't have all the weed seeds in it. And then you want to make sure that there's some fertilizer that's right for the plants you're going to grow, that isn't going to have it's going to be balanced so it doesn't kill the plants you're planting. These are laying the foundations, simple foundations, so that you cultivate the growth that you desire. Some people go and they just invite everybody, and then they have a bunch of inactive or trolly people, right? And they felt really good watching those numbers go up, and then it's like, oh, this community's crap, or it's dead, right? So if you slow down and then just do the quick start, it's a quick start, and then you cultivate it carefully to prevent the weeds from springing up, to prevent the acids from eating away. I know I could dive. I'm always, what metaphor will Wendy come up with today? Screen sharing, Wendy. That's what we're doing. We're screen sharing. Oh. This is a school sign up. And of course, I would love it if it says Wendy Wiseman invited you when you go. You can get there by going to school.wisewithwendy.com, SKOOL.wisewithwendy.com. And that'll take you to the sign up or to the schoolers group, where you can see what some of the top schools are doing and how diverse they are. So many different kinds of things, right? And then you can just click the button. It takes under a minute to sign up. Just choose the hobby plan to start with, unless you've got a really established business and you need all of these things. You do get affiliate referrals with the pro plan, which means people that invite people can have a percentage of MRR, and that's a good business model. But we can get into all this stuff later. For the 14-day trial, just pick one. And yes, it is the lowest transaction fees, regardless of what some of the others claim. There is a video that breaks that all down for you. Before we get into that, school.wisewithwendy.com might take you to this tab, the Schoolers tab, which is the community for school owners, which is now 177,000. Another couple thousand joined since I was live yesterday morning at this time. It's just growing by leaps and bounds. It took them 4 years to get to the first million users on platform, and now they're adding another million every 2 weeks, something like that. It's astounding growth. It's very exciting. So this is what school's all about. If you don't know, those of us that do know still love to watch this video.
What a peculiar place to have a party.
Schoolers is a secret world with training from top community builders, weekly news, member map, meetups, and quarterly competitions with leaderboards, prizes, events, and status. It's a community for community builders who want to turn their passion into a full-time income. From pickleball, dating, business, calligraphy, MMA, chess, and beekeeping, Schoolers is a movement. 50,000 community builders, providing community for 15 million people, collectively earning over $1 billion per year, all while having serious fun. Join now for $9 per month with a 14-day free trial. Everything you need to build is inside.
And then there'll just be a join button where mine says invite people. If you're not already on the platform, if you're not already in Schoolers, you'll have a join button there. It is, I'll just show you. I can just show you. Yeah, that's right, Wendy. Stop working your feet on your soulmate and share this tab instead. This is what it looks like when you come from the outside. There's the join button, or you can log in if you already have a school profile. It's 100% free to create your school profile. If you click this join group, however, it is a private group and you have to start your community. Okay, that's new. I'm gonna have to change that link to make sure my link goes to the right place. Yes. This is the site we're going to be looking at in a minute, WISE Skool Building with the ABC. Now, notice this says start free trial. That's right. You get a 7-day free trial when you sign up for this, which means you can go through the 5-day challenge. You can get your one-to-one quick start action plan with me, and you can start making money before your 7-day free trial in my community is up, and definitely before your 14-day free trial starting a school is up. So you can make money before you have to pay for anything. It's really awesome. It's so simple. Align your passion with what people actually want so your idea makes money, not just noise. Right? Build a simple, solid foundation without complicated content chaos. Hear me? Cultivate growth by inviting the right people to create a culture that keeps them coming back. It's like you're hosting a party. Yeah? And maybe you want to invite everybody at school. Maybe you don't want to invite the jocks, or maybe you don't want to invite the goths, or maybe you don't want to invite the nerds, but you do because you want to be inclusive. Well, maybe you don't invite the bullies because you know they'll be disruptive. So you want to be somewhat selective. You want to create a culture of people that are really into the thing you're building a community around. Right? So you want to seed it. You want to first invite 3 people, and then a healthy handful of folks you know that are interested enough in the topic, but also active on the school platform so that they boost your engagement and they help show others coming in how to do it. Lead by example. That's your core, your top 10, your terrific 10, your team, your 10. What do they call it? I don't know. My brain just went off trying to come up with acronyms and all kinds of exciting stuff. So let's go back to this tab over here. Let's have a look at Explore WISE Skool Building. This is another place you can come for free, actually. You know, it is 100% public. And you can come explore. I'm going to go back to the public, to the not logged in tab. I know my brain's trying to do too many functions at once. Watch out for the blue screen of death. Share this tab instead. Here you go. Now you can see, because it's a bright white screen instead of my setting to the dark, you can log in, but you don't have to log in or join to see stuff in this one. Notice there's no calendar, there's no map, because this is less community focused than it is, at least until tiers. than it is about search engine and awareness and visibility for people that maybe don't want to sign up for another thing yet because they're not quite sure. But then they can come here and browse and learn about it. And then they're like, oh, this is cool. I'm totally in. And then they can sign up as a free platform user or as a group member, a community member. I spotlight various other school communities here. This one's a dual language, one of several dual language groups that I'm in. I'm learning German. I have German heritage, being a Midwest Ohioan, a Weissman, originally from Prussia, and Nash from Ireland, and Rutherford from Scotland. Yeah, there's me as an American mutt. So yeah, there's a welcome post. There's a notice about this presentation and the YouTube videos and just a lot of helpful information. There's also some absolutely free, open to the public classrooms, which are the new YouTube guides. So you can watch the YouTubes without the noise on the platform or the ads. If you don't have a pro account, you can come here and click through and you'll be able to watch the channel without all the ads and the noise. So that's pretty cool. And also as a public viewer, browser, right? You just checking it out. You have access to this 5-day mini course for magnetic momentum. It's not about your effort. It's about your energy. And once again, this is something that can apply to your physical body pain, to your energy, business drains, that midlife meh, like, it's not a crisis. It's a crossroads. Right? You can create stories and blame it on whatever. It's your age. I mean, doctors reinforce that. It's your age. It's some arthritis. Here, just take these pills and then we can do some surgeries if you need it. When really, if you change the way you're moving, it stops grinding your joints and irritating them. But why be preventative when we can make more money, right? So these are things that are just good for you as a being that you can apply to the different spokes of the life wheel as you roll through this thing called life. Sorry, I smell cigarette smell. And yeah, it's 100% free. You don't have to be a member of the platform or the community. You can come see. You just can't interact with the pages. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can come to the About page and join, or hop right on over into the Wise Leaders Enjoy Life group, which goes deeper into lifestyle, live, love, lead, and earn with ease. That's the new tagline from the book. I'll hop over there and show you that in just a minute. Well, why not do it now before I get into the school building? Here, I have to go back to the I have to go back to the not signed in. Share this tab instead. Here we go. Wise Leaders Enjoy Life. I need to change the card on that to make the payment. That's what happens when your payment gets declined. You get a great big red notification that you can't ignore. I have a couple different cards and sometimes I have to reset. So this is the book. Yeah, you can come in here and read. Once you get to level 4, you can read my new book. Follow along as I write it. See, these are still in draft. I'm drafting this one. I was drafting this one last night, but we've moved through the introduction and from funked up to feeling fabulous, Jen exhausted to Jen excellent. That's right. Get wise and enjoy. Oh, look at that. You can double click pictures and they get bigger. Did you know that? And get wise and enjoy success in a chaotic world. Live, love, lead, and earn with ease. That is my new book that was motivated by William Carter writing a book last week. And don't hit the notifications. See, did you see my autopilot go, ooh, look, that's the way we're wired, people. You gotta be active on that. That's why I don't scroll social media. That's why I don't look at the Facebook X or Instagram. I go on, drop some business and get off before you get lost in it. It will eat hours and hours of your life, days, months, years of your life if you get caught up in scrolling that shit. School is actual human interaction. You can still get lost, but you're enriching and engaging and not being fed ads. So now we're going to finally get to it. How long have I been going on? 20, 27, 25 minutes. To WISE School Building. Yeah. If you are tired of dead Facebook groups and dusty digital courses and you're ready to build a community that makes money fast and simple, you can do it in under 3 hours with me. That's right. Under 3 hours with me. That's a quick start. None of this. First, we're going to go through this deep workbook. I mean, that's great for building, for refining and realigning, A lot of people just want to get started. We're in an instant gratification age. So most people are going to be like, I don't want to dig into that stuff. And no. And then here you got the no BS, no burnout, simple quick start. And then you can dive into some of those deeper reflections and refining and realigning as you grow. But if you don't get started, you're never going to go anywhere. Here we go. You don't have to figure it out alone. Right now, look at this. There's only 9 members in here, which means you have an awful lot of access to me, a school expert. You can see that green bar. Let's take a look at what that means. The profile here, this means I've been this is at least 10 activities, 30 days in a row. I had fire before they introduced this little fire emoji. There's different ones. There's a rocket if you're making 10K MRR. There's a crown if you're making 50K MRR. And there's a goat for the top earner on school. There's a ninja for 300K. But little badges, there's a star if you're in the top 1% of communities. So little things, badges of recognition. And I've had solid green since I started on the platform in February of 2024. Don't remember which community I had that tile on, but is it this one? Nope, not this one. But there's one that has a picture of me in at school headquarters, and yeah, let's see. Now I'm distracted. Nope, not this one either. All right, I gotta put those. I gotta put those up there. Let's see. Adventures. Here we go. Let's see. This one's getting archived and rolled into the Enjoy. There it is. I found it. See? And this one, look how long ago that was. This profile said I have probably 11,000 activities now. So that was, 10.9, 761 followers. Oops, I'm not sharing this tab. Share this tab. And I got lost. Too many tabs. It's computer freezing. And this one, it says 6.9 and 500. So I have like 200 more followers, 200 plus more followers, and almost not quite double, but we're getting there. And this is me at school headquarters. Yep. Very exciting. Friday, the 13th of September, 2024. That was me. So WISE Schoolers, Pain-Free Vitality, and the Enjoy community are all becoming one over in the WISE Leaders Enjoy Life community. I'm consolidating the three as the subscription tiers, different levels of membership are being introduced soon, any day now, as soon as they're ready. People are like, when? And I'm like, well, like Sam said, as soon as they're ready, because there's a lot of, checking and bug testing to do, because we're dealing with payments of differing values and they want to make sure they get it right. Oh, WISE School Building, welcome. And that's what you get when you land here. You start here, welcome. It's simple, step-by-step, how to get going in the community. Introduce yourself, book your quick connect call. That's where we'll connect, and then we'll set up your action plan, your quick start action plan session. But you want to just dive in and get to know people. I want to give a shout out to Muhammad. He dove in yesterday, booked the call, which actually I saw that before I even logged on to school. And then he showed up at the live. So we got to meet one another, the school building chat. And we got to talk a little bit. And then we're going to hop on a call this week. And we're going to get him going. Just get going. And It's that simple. It's really that simple. You don't have to go through a classroom. Most of this is not even going to be available to you. There's this guides you through these simple steps. You saw the post. 1, introduce yourself. 2, book your call. 3, connect and engage. Getting to know people. There's a new to school tour here. There's a start your school over here. That was my first version of that. And then there's the ABC School Building Quickstart. Yeah. Oops, it's at the wrap up because I was working on this last night. I got the new checklist. I'm going to be making videos today. But you just want to start simple. You want to start. No endless planning, just quick action. That's how you learn. And most of us, where we start is not what we're really going to do with school. So you want to get started. You want to learn the ropes. You want to start building. You want to figure out that this isn't for you. This is for you. This is what people want. This is what people don't want. And then most people either rebrand their school or reinvent their school or start a whole different school and close that one down. But the most important thing is to get started and get out of your head and get into action and get engaging with people. Here's the simple checklist, which I'm going to remake because this is just a Chat GPT output, but it's there. The simple steps that isn't very readable to my eyes, to my 57-year-old eyes. But there's a post right here that walks you through it. Align your passion to your purpose, a purpose that people will pay for. What's that thing you can't stop talking about? Think about it right now. If you don't know, go ask your friends and family, hey, what's that thing that sometimes you just wish I would shut up about because I talk about it all the time and I get so passionate? And like for me, it's school. In the past, it would be, light. There was a phase in the 90s because I'm a photographer. I actually had to teach my high school art teacher a lot about photography in high school. And that's how I got into dance and got into body work and like all of this. But there's the creativity. I was building websites. I had Wenzer Web Services back in the 90s when I've been building online and in-person communities and been a catalyst for creativity for all my life, really. But I also enjoy solo time in the woods without other people, with just the sound of the birds and the breeze and the trees. So ask your friends and your family and your colleagues, what is it that I won't shut up about? And then think about, is this something else that people are really into? And look at your connections. Who do I know that's also really into this? Do you have a handful of people that are into that thing that you could invite? Hey, I'm making this thing. You want to come in while it's free and be a founder, or do you want to come in for $5? If you can get one person to give you $9, you paid for your subscription, right? So we'll get into that later. But the first thing is just to think about something that lights you up, because you don't want to start thinking about, but this makes more money. No, you got to do something that lights you up, because you got to have that long-term vision. You got to be passionate about it, because then it doesn't feel like work. We want this to be effortless, right? You want to design your dream life. Of course, it requires some work at first, just like lifting your head, sitting up, crawling, walking, standing, walking. How many times did you fall down and fail doing all those things you don't remember? Riding a bike, swimming, driving a car, using these devices. None of it's easy at first. But we learn, and then it becomes effortless. Yeah, that's what you want to do. So you don't want to build something that you're going to not like, that you have to show up for. Don't create yourself another job that you can't stand. And then you just set up the essentials. You don't build a bunch of stuff. You build the basic foundation. And that is just a name that can be changed anytime. There's some people that it just still says their name and like Wendy's group or so-and-so's hobby or my community, because you can change it at any time. And you'll notice if you're in communities, you'll see the names changing all the time. Like I just changed the name of Enjoy to Enjoy Ease, to Enjoy Wise Life, to Wise Leaders Enjoy Life. And we'll land on the right name, but it doesn't matter, because it's the culture and the community that's important. And that stuff's all fine tuning that you don't need to worry about at first. You just want something that's going to be there, that's going to give some idea what it's about. Same with the description for discovery. You want a sentence that is something about, hey, we're going to talk about this game. And yeah, I don't know much about gaming. We're going to talk about barefoot lifestyle and various practices that you can use to relieve full body pain by freeing your feet. Yeah, I have one of those that I have sleeping off to the side that I'll be reopening when the time is right. I've got too many things going on right now. But it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a course, a quiz, a classroom. No, you can turn all those tabs off. You need a group name, the about page and description, and a welcome post that gets people going, right? And then you invite people, the first 3, right, to start ranking in discovery. And then that healthy handful that knows how to engage, that shows up, probably people you know on school, people that are going to show up every day and hit the like and engage with the new people coming in so that they can see how it goes. And then that engagement grows. And that's where you get the information about what to build. What do these people want? It's probably not what you thought at first, which is why it's so important to start. Get that quick start so that you can start to gather information, get feedback. Yeah. And then when you do build something, it's what they really want. And they're really excited about it and they recommend it to their friends. And then you grow effortlessly, right? You're creating an ecosystem, ideally a self-sustaining ecosystem that doesn't need you to thrive. So this is where it starts, and that's a little bit more about where it's going. So let's take a look. You've got your A, B, C phases here, and the what's next, and a post where you can add your community to it, so that we can all encourage you as you grow, right? That simple. So what happens when you sign up for the community? Let's see, I have a whole bunch of trials that I'm building for some people here. Let's take one of the kings. It's empty. This is what happens when you sign up for school, right? You get something that looks like this. And it tells you what to do. It's so simple. It tells you what to do. If you want this cat, you type into the search bar, let there be cat. And you get this cat that plays music. Funky. Or and then you can get rid of the cat by saying shoo cat. And then you can bring the cat back like that. So there you go. But that's not part of the school building lesson. That's just fun. My monkey mind. King of your own world. So this is all you need to set up. I'm going to take you right through it right now. You just look, there's a name, King. Okay. And then you want to click the About page. This will tell you right here. Gives you a video. Set the cover image. That's this. You can click it and it takes you right there. It doesn't say upload an icon. It says set the cover image. This is to help you get ranked in discovery and to help people know what it's about, right? Upload an image, whatever. Ew, look at all those old images. There we go. Saturday sessions. How simple is that? You just pick an image and then you say, I am. Oh. There you go. See, there's a group description that tells you a little bit what it's about. We're kings of our empire, growing income together with weekly sessions. That's good enough, right? I could think about this. I could reword it 8,000 times, whatever. You don't even have to push save anymore. You just want to go right back here. What's next? Invite 3 people, write your first post. I advise that the next step is this. put an image here, and you can use the same image. You can also use a video, but if you want to cut the crap and get going, you can just use the same image you used over there. We can change it once you get started. And then you can even use the same image that's over here, but if you reword it, it's a little bit better. I know. I'm just having fun. There you go. There's a sentence. That's all you need. Write a sentence. This is who we are. This is what we do. And that's it. And then in the community, you come in here and you make a post. Welcome. Introduce yourself. You can put an emoji here for fun. That's usually good. Yay, I'm a nerd. I would put a king or a crown there, ideally, but happy you're here. Tell us where in the world your kingdom is located. Share one fun way you rule. Drop a royal photo of your kingship. Then comment, like, and comment on other members' intros. Boom! And then for fun, we like to add GIFs. Yay, you're here. Right? It's that. I'm not going to look for, I almost went and started looking for a GIF. Boom! There it is. You've made the basic. That's it. That's where you start. Now you go invite 3 people. Yeah. And here's a link. You just click that right there. It takes you to your link. Now you can add this ref code. The question mark and everything after it is your unique identifier, so that you get credit when people sign up for a school. You get 40% of that for as long as they keep paying their subscription, right? It's ongoing. It's MRR, monthly recurring revenue. You can import a CSV file if you want, if you're techie like that. But you can also just add email addresses here, and that gives people open access. If you put a price on your community, then this will let people in for free, this email address invite, right? Now, if you want to put a price on your community, you can do that really simply here. A very common one these days is $9 a month, $50 a year, because that's 54% discount. It's super accessible for most people, and it's a great way to cover your platform costs, right? Boom, right there. Super easy. And then you can give them a 7-day free trial to come in and see if the vibe is right for them. And that's it. Now you can see on the About page, $9 a month. Every wee. And then you can just edit that. I know. Birds, what does it matter? This is just a nothing community. I have some drag king pictures I could put in here. Fun. For my drag king den community. Let's see if I have one here that's easy to get to. No, I think they're on my other device. But here we go. I rule with my WISE Skool Building. Then you can delete that one. See how simple that was? boom, now there's two different images instead of the same one. It gives you a little bit more idea. So do you see how simple it is to get started? Now you're set up. You can go into the settings, and here where it says tabs, you can turn off the classroom. You can turn off the calendar. You probably want to leave the map on so people can see where other people are coming in from. And then it's super simple, clean, and people don't get distracted by things. They're like, oh, this is okay. This is what there is so far. You know, some people will make notes about, hey, we're just getting started. You're in early and you're going to get some great founder special bonuses. Don't mind the dust as we build. And we value your input, feedback, and suggestions, right? So whatever that is for you. It's that simple. And there you have it. That is another long journey into WISE School Building with me today. Now, I do have a special offer for you. So if you don't want to hear about it, you can bounce. It is the QR code up in the corner. It is the EASE special. And it is the last 7 days of the special. I have 3 different specials that expire on the 25th, 10/25. And you can hop on a call with me to chat about it, or you can just go ahead to there's 3 different links because my Stan store just got paused. stan.store/enjoyease. Or you can go to 1025 for October 25th, 1025.wisewithwendy.com. Will take you here where you can get a $3,650 program of 6 weeks working with me one-to-one to really boost your growth. Saving you thousands of dollars, hours, months, days, years of headaches. And make sure you look over here before you go, oh my God, $1,000. Pay in full or as low as $55.22 if you qualify. Okay. And there's other payment plans we can set up, but this is limited. There's only 10 seats left here for this. And it is pretty darn incredible. 6 weeks working with me one-to-one. Do you want to start the new year? Do you want some extra holiday spending money? Huh? You spend this money and then you can have several $1,000, maybe $5,000-$10,000 extra to spend for the holidays, right? It's not quite November yet. So you've got time to make money fast with the quick start. You can make money really fast and then have that to buy more Christmas gifts. But the longer you wait, the more costly it becomes. Not just because you're not making money, but because things get worse. They get stickier, they get stagnant, it gets harder and harder to move. You just take those simple, small steps and they'll get you through. Now, if this one's not for you, I also have, if you go to founder.wisewithwendy.com, founder.wisewithwendy.com, there is this Community Catalyst special, $99 one time instead of $99 a month. This gives you access to, you can choose whichever group you want, the WISE School Building, the Enjoy WISE Leaders, the Road Life with Dogs, the WOW, Women Only Community Catalysts. And this is a super special only until 10/25, $99 one time instead of $99 a month. So you don't want to miss this one either, because this is when tiers release, there's going to be the $9, the $99, and the $999 tiers. And you're going to have all of the access in the $99 per month tier, plus extra founder bonuses and special perks ongoing month after month. And that wonderful recognition of being a founding member. Yeah, feels good. Oh, yeah, I helped found this. It's pretty cool. So if any of those communities that I run are interesting to you, you want to snag this quick this week. Last 7 days to do that. Now, I also have a $500 VIP day that's usually $1,500 to $3,000. It's 6 to 8 hours-ish working one-to-one with me over the 1 day or the 2, depending on how we break up the time blocks. But it's a VIP day, and right now this week it's only $500. So if you're interested in that, I do have to have a call with you to make sure you're a good fit. And yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I have got opportunities for you all over the place. And I just gave you a free training in how to start your school. So you want to go do that now. All right. Let me see where this takes you. Any questions? Hit me up. DM on school is the 100% best way to reach me. I rarely check email unless someone texts me and says, hey, check your email. My phone ringer is always off. Yeah, I have to change that redirect, don't I? Awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed today's Sunday school session. That was quite a lot of good stuff and good training for you if you made it through to the good training. If you made it through to here, congratulations. Yes. Always happy to see you. And I'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Meanwhile, breathe, smile, enjoy, and come school around with me. Bye.